We started our journey with the beverage business around about 5-6 years ago. We started investing in the facility, so and also from a strategic point of view, understand what the strategy needed to be. So we invested £1 million into the facility, we invested in the flow lines, we started looking at the product line that we're going to manufacture, and the ice core was just one piece of that jigsaw puzzle.
April 2015, Subway came to us and said, we want you to pitch for our business, which was 2,100 outlets. As a business, we looked at what was the commercial deal we needed to put to them, but also how on earth we were going to enable them to move to Britvic equipment without massive disruption to their business, as they are a franchisee-led business. We had a conversation with Mark and the team in Manitowoc around how are we going to do this. One of the things we really needed was a small footprint chiller, which actually would make a difference versus the incumbent chiller, or cooler should I say, and make Subway sit up and go, actually this is a great alternative. We had to have something that would fit into the back rooms that they have. So Subway, as you will know, is pretty tight in terms of space, and therefore we had to have something which was a small footprint. If we didn't have the small footprint to start, then we were in the game. Once we got the small footprint, it was then around what was going to make the difference versus the kit that was incumbent in the outlet already, which then became, so what do we need to do to make it different? So it was cold carbonation, it was energy saving, it was the ability to use telemetry, you know, and also a good looking unit. So as much as it's a bit superficial, actually when Subway saw the unit for the first time in our head office in Breakspear Park, on a stand, they were like, wow, that's amazing. You know, the aesthetics of the unit were quite important in terms of winning hearts and minds.
We believe the solution with the ice core, with the pump panel and hydrocarbon, was based on telemetry systems, was based around the value added. Times were set, we had to delivery schedules, we had to make sure that we hit the schedules, hit the times, so again, very dynamic. The team at MBS, we had to work different hours, we had to work to make sure we got to the customer requirement for Britvic and for Subway.
2-3 years ago, we sat down in a hotel with the greater good of Manitowoc, and we talked around what was important to us, what was important to you guys, what were we really trying to achieve as two businesses. It was a natural progression to go to you guys and go, right, we need the successor to the Hyper Warwick, which we currently get from you. How can you guys help us take the Hyper Warwick to, you know, the future, which turned out to be the Ice Core 10. Working together, or the collaboration between two organisations, was exceptional. I think we had to work really closely around how can we still enable the plan to happen. The feedback we've had from Subway about the total rollout has been phenomenal. It's one of the best rollouts they've ever had of any piece of equipment, and this is coming from the guys who run Subway Europe. Manitowoc team have always been can-do, always very responsive, and we've seen that all the way through from the first conversation around this is what we want to try and do, through to you know, execution of the ideas. If you look at what happened with Ice Core 10 and what we've been doing with telemetry and a number of other things since, I think the relationships are fantastic, and the response from Manitowoc is always exceptional.
I think our success, MBS, with the team that we've got a dedicated, passionate team, we've got a lot of experience and knowledge. I think from a customer perspective, it's all around the partnerships. When we're looking at for solutions and being a solution provider, not just a manufacturer of a piece of equipment, and I think that becomes part of the partnership and the dynamics of the roadmap and the success that you both can win together. And I think for me, it's not just that with a one customer, that is something that we offer to our certain number of customers. It's all about the partnership, the trust, the honesty, working together. A partnership approach we take, we listen to the customer and we understand what the solutions needed. It's the value-added approach, again, around a thought process on Six Sigma and the lean element, and that's not just lean on the manufacturing facility, but that's the lean process throughout our business and our capability, and speed to market as agility. I think it's really important in this dynamics of today's age. Everybody wants everything now, and we've got to make sure that we can achieve that from any one of our partners.